welcome to Talk the Talk podcast. And my name is Favolema. I have with me here
is your boy
Ezekiel,
the Stag.
Okay, so guys, I have with me Ezekiel, and today I'm going to be blind reacting to something that Ezekiel has for me. Ezekiel has something that he said he really wants to work on, but in the spirit of the season, I'm just going to quickly wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Merry Christmas, guys, from Ezekiel and I, and from all the crew of Talk to Talk behind the scenes. We love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to tell your friends to subscribe.
You know, go wait, make I wish them. Which one is I'm wishing from Ezekiel? Who told you I'm not?
Sorry. Yeah, Ezekiel, please wish them.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys. From what's my name? Ezekiel.
Zig the Stallion. Jumper one. As usual, we have a very wonderful gist for you today, and the gist is something that Ezekiel wants me to blindly react to. I haven't seen it because I should be the one giving him the gist, but he said no.
He's dripping.
He's dripping. All right. Okay, let's go. All right.
Okay, so I saw this online. My husband had an affair with a university girl, and the girl in question is very young and suffers bipolar disorder, something my husband didn't know. Apparently, the girl has a wild lifestyle and introduced my husband to it. She made him do threesomes and unrealistic sexual escapades. Eventually, she fell in love with him, and my husband on his side was only interested in the sexual situation. And to him, all he had to do was pump him money.
Okay.
The girl now began demanding more than money. She started rejecting his money and also asked him to get committed to her.
Okay.
She stopped accepting his money rather. And
that will never be me, but okay.
So when he objected and tried to swap her, she attempted suicide.
She's bipolar. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
She was hospitalized and fell into coma for days. When she regained consciousness, she kept mentioning my husband's name and crying and threatening to remove the medical instruments on her so she could die. She gave out my husband's number and office details to her parents, so they could get him for her. Her parents on their part involved the police. They picked my husband up when they found out he was married and way older than the girl. They started milking him. They threatened to expose my husband.
But is she underage? Why are they milking him? That does not make sense.
He's in Nigeria.
Okay.
They threatened to deal with him both physically and spiritually if anything happened to their daughter. The girl insisted my husband engages her or she would kill herself. Unfortunately for my husband, and stupid on his part, he had already given the girl so much information about him, and his family knows so much about him.
Her family
knows so much about him that she shouldn't have known.
Okay.
The girl narrated the escapades and the stuff she's done with my husband to her parents. God, please now. And she's giving the police too much information. My husband also works with an international organization, and should any of these blow out, he stands the risk of losing his job.
That means he's actually dealing with an underage girl. Is that? Yeah.
I don't think she's underage.
Because you having an affair should not be a reason why you're losing your job. This is Nigeria.
No. Anywhere in the world, if it actually draws unnecessary attention, they'd want to step back, regardless.
Okay.
You might be wondering how I know this. I'm a lawyer and I work with a legal entity as well. When he realized the situation was, he came confessing to me and asked for my assistance in fighting the issue legally. I hear the girl sometimes goes to his workplace almost naked, crying and shouting my husband's name. He has to rush and pick her up, take her away. Sometimes he holds her ransom at her place. And should he attempt going, she picks a knife to end her life. And he's...
May girls like this jam Lagos men.
He now lives in fear of the unknown. After narrating the whole issue, I told him he laid the bed and he should lie on it himself.
So is she still with him?
Hold on. I only want him to ensure that whatever is going on doesn't end up harming me or my children. Once the girl came to our house in my absence, he took my gateman to call for backup to get her to leave. My gateman said she was being bundled away, she was threatening to burn down the house. I've told him that if anything should happen to me or my children because of his indiscipline, what I'll do to him will be more than what he's going through. I'd say good for him.
This kind of girl is what a lot of Nigerian men need.
Wisdom. I will keep saying wisdom. I can say it so many times. When you are dealing with something outside. Learn to separate outside and inside. How can she know your address? One, why does she know your address? Why does she know so much about you?
Don't you think that when you, that means maybe the man actually was beginning to love her at some point for him
No,
to
I
be
just
telling
think he was a
her,
careless man.
saying a lot of private things?
He was careless.
So a part of me is thinking, saying that this girl is actually underage.
She's not underage.
I think
If
she
she's
is.
underage, they will have.
Maybe the woman is just trying to put it out because why is everybody scared of him losing his job?
So,
Why is her parents
she's bipolar.
threatening
She's
him?
behaving anyhow. And if she should kill herself, is a, what they call it, is a scandal. If you, in fact, just normal scandal. It doesn't have to be rape or anything. Or
The fact that she even attempts to kill herself
is
is
a
even
problem.
crazy. Yeah.
It's a problem for him.
What kind of love did he show her?
Even if, take for example, and that thing my mom used to tell me something when I was young. She said, if you give girl belly,
Yeah.
and she should attempt to abort it,
Mm-hmm.
and she dies in the process, you go to jail.
Who goes to jail?
The guy that gave her belly.
Really? Is it?
It's not. I don't. Whether it's legal or not, that is what will happen. They will lock you behind bars before you get here.
Because they believe that you convinced her.
You convinced her. You're part of the whole thing. So even if you didn't know that she did the abortion, once they catch you, so all those kind of things, you need to be careful. So I feel the guy was careless. He was careless on his part. Your family and your nonsense that you're doing outside should never meet. I don't know whether he was catching feelings for the girl. I just feel he shouldn't have gotten so close.
I feel like when you start sleeping with someone, there is this level of familiarity and closeness that comes with sex. And in a way, I can't really blame him for opening up, but it also makes me to understand that at some point, this man actually really likes his girl to be revealing extremely intimate things about himself and his
depends
family.
on him as a person.
Or maybe he's a talker. He just talks too much.
Yes, that's true. He's probably a loose guy. He doesn't use his sense because most guys always like to form coded in a way. So this lady says she's in so much pain right now. Let me say, I'm in so much pain right now. I don't know how I'm feeling. Is it wrong for me to go to my boyfriend's house? He always claims to be faithful to me, but I've never trusted him because he always hides his phone. I went to his place to deliver something for him and he didn't invite me in, which I know is unusual. It felt weird. It felt weird. Okay. So I go back to work and he didn't call me. So I called him to let him know I wanted to come over. Told me he was going out, which has never stopped me from visiting him before. He ended the call, but fortunately my boss told us that we could leave work early because he was going out.
So you went to find what you were looking for.
I wanted to inform my boyfriend that I'll be coming over, and that I could wait until he returned. I called several times, but he was on the end. So I left him messages on WhatsApp thinking he would reply before I arrived. When I got there, he said he was in the bathroom. I told him I wanted to come in. He told me to go home. I was confused. I asked him what he meant. He said he was busy with something and couldn't be around a woman. This was strange because I used to stay at his place even when he had something going on for days without any issues. I knocked on his door, and when he opened it, he saw me and locked the door again. He also texted me to leave. I replied that at least he should let me come in instead of slamming the door in my face. His neighbors tried calling him for me, but they said he didn't pick up, which was a lie. I texted him to come out if he didn't want me to come in, and he came out and pushed me away. Oh, shit. He went outside and called me over, and just as I took 3 steps towards him, a lady came out of his house. I was shocked.
You finally found what you're looking for.
She greeted me and I replied. She told my boyfriend she wanted to...
She told your boyfriend she wanted what?
She wanted to go and get something. When my boyfriend came back, I hugged him.
Marry me.
Self-esteem in the mud.
And she begged him not.
And she used her hand to write this to us.
I hugged him and begged him not to end things between us. He cursed at me and said he's not interested anymore. I never listened to him. My friends... that I never listened to him.
Okay.
My friend said all this wouldn't have happened if I had 3 boyfriends.
I agree.
SMH, life happens. I've blocked him everywhere now. I just want.
Oh, after hugging him.
Yeah, I just wanted to share this message here to free my mind.
Okay.
I'm sure love will make me feel better. I think self-respect is very important in this life.
You mean self-esteem?
Respect first. But if it's not that, I don't know. Don't go where you are not invited in the first place. I don't know what you're looking for.
Why would you not have a boyfriend that you need to take permission before you visit?
Yes, take permission. Why you
visit your boyfriend?
Why you come here? Did I invite you? Are we married? Where down?
Signs of a cheating boyfriend. You have to take permission before you visit your boyfriend.
It's not about that. I just feel privacy is very important.
I agree, but you shouldn't.
And self-respect. Me as a boyfriend, I cannot go to my girlfriend's house unannounced. It doesn't. To me, it makes no sense. I can't go to anybody's house.
So what if you're just passing by?
My own parents will bomb me and you go to their house.
What if you're just passing by and you stop by? You're like, oh, I'm in the area. Just let me stop by.
Hello, are you around? No. Boom. I have a friend that used to come and try and surprise me all the time. And every time he tries to surprise me, get surprised.
A guy or a girl?
That one not concern you.
Oh God!
Get surprised because you don't go see me for house. So it's I mean, and I won't start because you came to my house. I'll not start flying for wherever I am. I think we should. So, but that is not the issue. That is the list of the issues here. That is not even an issue at all.
Okay, so what's not the main issue? It's the fact that after the girl came out of the house, she went to hug the guy.
That girl she needs. I think she needs. What she needs is
somebody pour me water.
I think she needs reorientation. Because
like what in the hell? Like
what's that?
How pathetic.
Why? Are you desperate?
How
I think that's
pathetic.
why she was cheated on. So he feels that she's doing her a favor. And
you can see how desperate she is to want him in her life.
Oh my God.
Nonsense.
I agree with you.
Where are these desperate girls? I know you find them. Where are they? Oh God. When I go spoil useless girls, we can't give us. We can't give us demons. After I don't useless them.
You want desperate girls.
I'm not looking for desperate girls. I'm just looking for lover girls.
So that you can teach them a lesson.
I'm not teaching anybody a lesson. I'm a lover boy actually.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Talk to Talk, and I love to talk.